All right, guys, how's it going? Now, yesterday I was going to record this video. I didn't for obvious reasons. I'm going to tackle it now with you. It's to do with Julián Álvarez, a player that many Liverpool fans would like to see with us, a player that's been linked with us, albeit very weakly. I think it's a bit of an obvious link, and what I mean by that is Liverpool had an interest in Julián Álvarez. His agent confirmed that. Atletico Madrid are looking for a striker. They've previously had an interest in Darwin Núñez. Liverpool want to sell Darwin Núñez. Do you know what I mean? So people are like, oh, that could happen. Now, the message in Spain repeatedly, and it keeps being drilled home all the time, is that Julián Álvarez is the future of Atletico Madrid. The president there said Julián Álvarez will die at this club. We're going to build a team around him. He's going to be a future captain. He's a star. He's the name to use players to attract to us, etc., etc. In other words, he's going nowhere. He's not available, and I genuinely believe that because people keep saying, "Oh, maybe we could get Álvarez." Someone just called me again. Good. Sorry, I'm getting a few calls. I'm going to have to start turning my phone off. Right. See, it's throwing me off. Right. I don't know where I was. Right. So basically, they're saying he's not for sale. He's very happy. Some Liverpool fans think we're going to go for him. I don't see him leaving Atletico Madrid. Right. However, yesterday, again, Marca, Madrid-based publication, someone's ringing me. God, everything revolves around Julián. The same message again, right? The club will make an effort to surround him with more quality, as Rafa Benitez would say, quality for sure. Arsenal are bidding strongest with Barca and Liverpool lurking. The media now are saying that Liverpool are in there and have got interest or are watching, right? Okay. I'm not going to read out the article to you because the article is all about everything revolves around Julián. He's the future of this club. But what I noticed in this article, which I think is of interest, there is a sub-headline, if you like, growing interest from big clubs like Arsenal and Liverpool. His brilliant performances have caught the attention of several European giants. Liverpool have already explored a move for him, but it's Arsenal who are now pushing the hardest for his signature. One thing working in Atletico's favour is that the number 19 isn't keen on returning to the Premier League. He knows the league and the language, sure. For sure, Rafa. But he feels more comfortable in Madrid and in La Liga, where he's become one of the standout players of the season. And I've read multiple interviews to do with him, and he seems very happy where he is. Now, it mentioned Barca have him on the radar as a potential 2026-2027 signing, right? Okay. Now, this is the bit that I found interesting, right? Let me explain why. All the message has been, he's part of our future, we're going to build a team around him, a future captain, and I think they mean that. I don't think they're playing games here, trying to say he's not available, but really he is. I don't think that's happening, guys. The little sub bit here, right? The last paragraph, little sub headline. Atletico won't enter a salary auction despite big offers, right? Regardless of who's interested, Atletico won't get drawn into salary bidding wars for Julián. He currently earns 7 million net euros plus $1 million in bonuses. And even if wealthier clubs, particularly from the Premier League, offer more, Atletico will stick to their wage structure, even for a player around whom the entire project revolves. What that basically is saying there is like, look, he's the future. Everything revolves around him, but we're not going to if they come in and start offering him it, we're not going to give him it. He can fuck off. That's basically what they're saying there. So to me, that's an opening of a door to not necessarily Liverpool, all right? But that's basically like, if that player was motivated by money, all right, what they're saying is, well, then you can fuck off because we're not going to break our wage structure. So if a club does come in, maybe Barcelona, right? Let's forget Premier League. So maybe don't want to go there according to the vibe. then maybe he would go, well, fuck it, I'm off then. But I don't think he will. I think he's going to stay where he is for now. I do. But I find it interesting that is basically, that is like, well, if you come for him and offer him money, we're not going to stop it because we're not going to give him it, So I don't know. Maybe it's not interesting to you. I thought it was because it was a bit of a negative to me, But I must stress this because I know some of you like Julián Álvarez and many of us would like to see him at Liverpool. But every bit of coverage, I've been following it for ages, guys, for this very reason, right? Everything is very much, it's going to be all built around him. I read that 2-page spread interview by him a couple of weeks ago. There was no mention of, wanting to play anywhere else. He was bigging the club up. He was talking about Liverpool, but he mentioned them beating Liverpool. Bastard. So he's, I think it's a non-starter, to be honest. But I think there, if you were tempted, you were like, no, we really want him. All we have to do, if we can get, is he that kind of player? I don't think he is. I think he is genuinely happy where he is. And I don't see him moving. And there you go. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. One additional thing was I saw a comment from the Spain manager yesterday, Luis de la Fuente. Do you remember my story about that? When he was sat on a plane with me on a flight from Madrid to Alicante. And I'm thinking, I know this fucking fella's face. It was one of them really small planes where you get like two seats. You got to, do you know what I mean? I said, I fucking know this fella's face. It was the Spain manager who sat. We hadn't even fucking realised. Could you imagine that? I'd have been like, all right, mate, yeah, Cock Talk TV, all right. Do you know what I mean? When I got home, I saw him in media. I was like, there he is. He had the same clothes on from that flight earlier. I knew it was him. I thought it was an Italian football. I thought, I know this fucker from somewhere. He sat with me on the fucking flight. I mean, all that, yeah. Anyway, right, I'm off. Sorry, I'll tell you what he said first. Luis de la Fuente, he said, I said I was very happy with all the Spanish players, but they asked me again and I explained that I have a soft spot for Julián Álvarez. I've been told he's a great professional, a great person, and football-wise, it seems like some people are only now discovering him. I like him, but I wouldn't swap him for any of ours. Oh, I've got a phone call. I got to go. Thumbs up, comment if you're going to buy me a beer or a drink, whatever. You know what to do with the super thanks. I've got to answer this one.